A game engine synchronizes every moving part of the experience, immersing us in interactive journeys like no other medium can. Achieving this in an open world as vast and systemic as Assassin's Creed Shadows is requires a custom engine built for scale and complexity. An engine just like Anvil.
Japan was an highly expected setting for us, so we treated it very seriously, wanted to do the best game visually as possible, and we wanted to push the limits.
We wanted to put everything on another scale, another step in the quality and the immersion for the gamers.
So, how did we build it? How could we create a world that feels this real? And what did it take to carry out the game's creative vision in an immersive open world of massive scale?
What about making the world as dynamic as possible? What about having dynamic seasons that will change throughout the whole world? All of this would not have been possible without the support of the Anvil people.
We feel like the only way to realize this artistic vision was to use the Anvil Engine and to evolve it to its next generation iteration.
An evolution that impacts everything. Like a single drop of water, or thousands of them. All simulated living objects, every drop contributing to a dynamic weather system powering our open world experience. Atmos. From the start, the team's ambitions were to create real-time seamless weather simulations, something truly unique that would reinforce the sense of place and continuity central to Assassin's Creed.
One of the key pillars for Assassin's Creed Shadows was dynamism. So this is where Atmos played a big role because we wanted a world that was immersive as possible.
Atmos is our physically based weather system. It leverages a wind simulation and propagates various atmospheric quantities such as temperature, vapor, humidity to determine if, for example, it's raining somewhere or there is a wind somewhere.
Anvil is built on the same physical principles that govern the real world. Let's go back to our water. It will evaporate under the hot summer sun, form clouds as vapor rises, and eventually turn into rain. All seamlessly in real time.
So in terms of gameplay, we affect the crowd, we affect people, we affect the animals, we affect the living world. That change what you can do and change your experience.
You could walk in Iga provinces and see different weather states coming in and out, and that will greatly immerse the player and all seamlessly. It's not on loading, so it's happening in real time. This is huge. This has never been seen before within the brand.
The true power of Atmos resides in its ability to synchronize every weather-related element to create a sense of coherence between them. Like wind blows rain on character models, moves their clothes, and tussles their hair. In Assassin's Creed Shadows, coherence is key to immersion.
Atmos is more like a maestro with all the ingredients. The rains, the lightings, the sounds. It will use the wind simulation for the cloud generation, but the simulation of the wind is a system itself that is just used by Atmos.
What really shines in Assassin's Creed Shadows is how everything uses this wind information to behave in a cohesive way, so everything works together.
If we talk technically, we have like kind of fluid simulation we are using to drive multiple systems. And we compute multiple fluids that are connected together to affect winds on all our systems.
The team also developed what they call spray particle systems. So basically it's a dynamic wind with collision that will carry particle over. So if you add up weather state, Atmos, and spray particles, it's a perfect recipe to create like a very immersive and dynamic world.
Atmos's unparalleled dynamism then sets the table for an equally unmatched memorable experience. 1 minute, you are deep in the forest, hunting your prey as sun shines through the canopy. The other, a thunderstorm is formed above you, changing the mood completely and seamlessly.
Whenever the player will be walking around a place or another, the cloudscape and the effect will not be exactly the same. So it will always be a surprise.
We saw, in the mini-game reviews and player feedback that some of them, they were avoiding fast traveling because they enjoy the systemic changes that happen throughout their travel within the world. So that shows how powerful the system that we've put in place.
Sometimes I would just stand in a world in Kyoto with a storm, and I would just look at the cloth of Naoe, or the hair, or the rain, being moved by the wind, all in a cohesive ways, and I was just speechless.
Anvil allows Assassin's Creed Shadows' Feudal Japan to be an awe-inspiring place to get lost in. A living world breathing through a dynamic weather simulation that has a real impact on the world it inhabits, the players that experiences it, and the people that created it.
Of course, I'm proud of this because making video game it's an odyssey in a way. There's a lot of people involved, and when you're able to see the final result, how the system working together, you could tell, and we did achieve something special, and we could not have done it without the Anvil people.
And it's only just the beginning. Anvil will keep pushing the boundaries of immersion and open world design to the benefit of you, the players.